Hey you guys, I can't wait to show you this fun little project, mainly using Dollar Tree items. That is a bamboo cutting board. You can find them in 2 sizes. This is the larger one, and I covered it with the Waverly antique wax. And I'm going to show you guys how to do the crackle effect, and I'm going to tell you the mistakes I made doing it and how it's going to be better next time. So I'm going to get that good and dry. I'm going to do the sides. I wasn't going to do the back, but because it's going to be a shelf sitter, I ended up painting the back here a little bit. So I got my base all nice and dry, and then I'm going to apply glue. You can use Elmer's or you can use the Dollar Tree. And this is way too much. Don't use this much glue. So when you apply it, you're going to want to get a brush and you're going to want to go up and down with the grain. So that's really important because the way you have the glue is how it's going to crackle. And then you want to dry that a little bit, not all the way. And you're going to apply, this is Waverly Plaster Color chalk paint. And I applied that. And because I have too much glue, this doesn't work out as good, but you still get the effect and you still get the idea. So again, you go with the grain. You go the exact same direction when you're applying your paint as you did with your glue. And then I had some little fuzzies off of my paintbrush, just took those off. And then you're going to dry it. And this is where the magic happens. See, you can already see it. Isn't that cool? It's like a science project. I don't know. It's just fun. And the more heat you apply, the more you get crackling you will get. Again, I used too much glue, so it didn't work out as good, but you know what? We're just going to go with it. And then I've got a little palette that I also got from Dollar Tree. There's also 2 sizes in this, and this is the larger one. And I'm going to mimic a flag. So I started out with just the blue. And I just eyeballed it. If you guys want to measure and make sure it's all perfect and stuff, knock yourselves out. I'm just not that girl. I just wing it. So I just make sure I get the color, you know, in the slats. That's a hard word to say some days. Words are hard. So I'm just going to get that all painted in my blue. And then I'm going to grab, and this is Waverly, and I can't remember the name. It starts with a crimson, maybe? I don't know. But it's a real pretty red chalk. And I don't know, I must have forgotten something. That's what I do. Go back, finish what you need to. Ah, there's the red. So then I'm just going to do red on that slit. And I'm going to skip one, and I'm going to do red on that one. Clean up as I go, because red can be really hard to work with. So again, I'm just applying to the little slits, trying to get in there. And then I've got my Waverly plaster color. That's the color of it, is plaster. But it's a chalk paint. I love chalk paint. You can use acrylic paint. You can use whatever you want to. This is just what I have on hand. And then I go and get my crocodile sander. These things are amazing. I love these things because I wanted to rough up my lines. I didn't want them to be such straight lines. And you can get those at Walmart, Home Depot. I'm sure you can get them on Amazon. They're crocodile sanders. They come with a bunch of little sanding things too. Then I didn't find stars in my entire stash, so I'm improvising. So I found this stencil that I had from Magnolia Design Company, and I thought it would be super pretty. So I just applied it. I got my chalk paste. If you've used chalk paste in the past, I highly recommend this because their chalk paste is smooth and creamy, and it doesn't dry out as fast as other brands that I won't mention did. So they have these little tiny squeegees too. Aren't those cute? So I was just trying to cover up the blue, which sounded easier when I decided to do it than it is because my eyes are just, you know, over 50. So I got it all done. Look at that. Isn't that fun? I thought it turned out fun. So I'm going to rough up my base a little bit more. You know I love the rustic look. So I'm going to rough that up and then move that aside. And I'm going to grab my palette again, and where I added that chalk paste, I waited until it was good and dry, and then I wanted to rough that up just a little bit. But because it is chalk paste, I didn't want to rough it up too much. Now the fun part. So I'm just taking some glue from my hot glue gun, and I am going to have this, like I said, as a shelf setter. So I wanted that on the bottom. And then I'm going to start adding some blue and white flowers. I did not have red. Apparently I have something against red flowers. But I hate those little, I don't know what you call them, spirals out of fabric and Mod Podge. I just put them around a rod to get the red. You'll see here in a minute. And as I was doing this, the flowers were popping out at the bottom. So I was like, duh. So here I go. Got a popsicle stick. Glued that to the bottom to keep the flowers from falling out the bottom. Worked out perfect. And then got back to it. And I think these little red spirals added almost like a firework effect. I don't know. Sometimes I thought they looked like straws. Sometimes I thought they looked like fireworks. I don't know. I just thought they were fun, and you had to have red. I'm sorry, but it's red, white, and blue, right? So I just added those in. I had 4, but I thought 3 looked perfect. They always say do odd numbers, so, and I'm odd, so it works out. And there it is. It was so easy, so affordable, and it was a lot of fun. I hope you guys like this. And like I said, if you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.